Good morning, guys. I have my second update to my, what is this called? 12 pans of Christmas. And I have pretty good progress, and I finished a couple of products. So I'll start off with my NYX palette here. Oh my god, my foot is going numb. You won't be able to see a ton of progress. I'll try to insert before and after pictures, but I was concentrating on these two powders right here as well as these three bronzing powders, and now you can start seeing the rim of this one. This is the one where I concentrate my brush mainly and then dip lightly into these two. These two I use very lightly. You can see that I dinged this one. I was trying to depot it, and I'm just not made for depotting. I'm gonna end up stabbing myself. This one too got dinged. I don't know why I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do. Point is I'm just not made for that. I'm going to continue using these, but I think once I'm done with this project, I'm going to take these three out and then these two and put them in separate projects coming next year. This one, I may actually put it in a Pan That palette. I'm going to do Pan That palette next year, but I'm going to make my own palette, and so a lot of it is going to be complexion products because I love complexion products so much. It's my favorite. It's my favorite part of doing my makeup. I know a lot of people, it's their eyeshadow. For me, it's my complexion. So anyways, continuing to use these, and then you can see there's visible progress on that one. My Maya Mia palette, I took a break from these two shadows. After using the Subculture and the Prism palette, I realized that I'm allergic to ABH shadows, so I hadn't used these two up until today, and Waterworks. I'm allergic to her formula. This is the nude shadow. I'll have a before and after picture because I did repress this one, and I have a little bit more pan showing. But after today, I'm not going to use it. I'm actually going to toss this palette and my Tamana palette, which are the only two ABH palettes that I now had. The Subculture I returned, the Prism palette I returned. So this one I won't have an update because I only used it today in the last 2 months. And whatever progress there is very minimal, so you won't be able to see it. But this one I will show you an update. I'll actually show you guys a close-up of it. Let's see. Can you see the pan? Oh, it's too glary. You can see the pan a little bit more there. It was around the edges, and it was very difficult for me to pick up the shadow. The Maybelline Master Camo little concealer here. I mainly use these three concealers. I'll use them as concealers. I'll also use them to neutralize my lids here for discoloration. And then this month I did use it a few times as foundation. So I'll use the darker shade on the outer part of my face, and then the two lighter shades, I'll use them to conceal as well as to highlight the center portion of my face. And it works really well for my skin tone. And I like the coverage. It does feel a little bit heavier because these are thicker creams, but I go very lightly, and sometimes I'll even mix it in with a little bit of oil just to soften it up a little bit. Next year I think I'm going to put this in projects just so that I can finish the whole little palette in its entirety. The L'Oreal True Match powder, I did repress this, and today I used it the first time after repressing it because it was on the outer rims, and I know there's quite a bit of product left. I have finished one of these before, and after repressing it, there's a lot of product still left in here, but I have no doubt that I'll be able to finish this off by the end of this month. If not, still have very flat little specks on the pan there. I have this in W7. My Too Faced blush in Your Love Is King. My goal was to flatten out the engravement, and I have met my goal. It is completely flat, completely smooth here. There you go. I use this as an everyday blush. I have it on today very lightly. I have also used it as a shadow. I don't have it on today, but I have also used it as a shadow, and I really love it as a one shadow kind of look. All right, so my little notepad here, my Entrepreneur lipstick. I forgot to mark this one, but you'll be able to see my progress there. Very little progress, not a ton, but I do continue to use it. I do continue to enjoy it. My lip liners, where's the other lip liner? Oh shoot, I forgot. I dropped my little tip for my NYX one. My Milani lip liner. Top line is where I was, intro, first update, and then this is now. And then my lip liner. Oh. my NYX lip liner. Alright, Rimmel. Very little progress there. I put this in my last update. And I've used it in my waterline. It does irritate my eyes, so I've only been using it as a shadow base, or as the one shadow kind of look, kind of brown smoky eye situation. My Revlon lip gloss, I have it down to here. I've marked it, but it's very light, so you can see I've used it quite a bit. This one I am struggling with pulling out the product now. I can only get it very little on the tip there. So once I can't pick it up on the tip, I'm going to call this done. I'm not pulling any stoppers out because I've done that before and it creates a big mess in my purse because there's nothing stopping the product from seeping out. So I don't really like that. So I have no doubt that I'll be done with this one. My NARS concealer, I continue using it. I have it on today. And I think it looks really pretty. I'm getting a little bit lighter, so it's working a little bit. It's not so stark. I mean, it brightens, but it's not like bam in your face kind of highlight situation. So my Marvelous Moxie lip gloss, that's where I'm at now. And my last update, I was, can you guys see the line? You can see I was right there, and now I'm down here. Another one, no doubt that I'll be able to finish it after this. And then I had my NYX, the little tip dropped because I was measuring it and I don't know where the heck it went. This was my intro. That was my first update. This is where I was. I still had a little bit left here, but the tip, when I pulled it out, this has been broken since the intro, and when I tried to go up like this to try to measure it, the whole thing just fell down on my carpet, and I'm not picking that up. My dogs walk on my, we're not doing that. That one's gonna be, sadly, it's gonna be considered done because, you know, that little accident happened. And then another product done is my foundation. This is the Match Perfection foundation from Rimmel. I love the shade of this. It was perfect for my skin. I mean, almost spot on. I loved it. It had just the right amount of golden in it. And it looked beautiful on the skin when you initially apply it. But this made me so oily, more than, I mean, I think it was the Bare Minerals, that serum foundation. That one made me oily, but holy moly, this one made me very oily very quickly, even with mattifying primers. I was really shocked, but I'm done. I'm done with it. I enjoyed it for day to day. It wasn't a problem, but it's not going to be a foundation that I'm going to repurchase ever, because I just get way too oily. Unless my skin starts changing and I become more of a dry skin, then I think this would work better for me. That is not everything. I was gonna say that's everything. All right, my NYX micro pencil for my brows. I am done with this. I'm so happy that I'm done with it because I wasn't a fan of the color. This color was just too warm. That's where I started. This is where I was, and then this is the meeting point right there. I finished it off. It's completely done. I'm really excited about that. All right, so that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having really great success with your project. If you're doing the 12 Pants of Christmas or a seasonal project, let me know if you are doing a seasonal project so I can check it out and then kind of catch up on your updates and stuff. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.